we also just still have trust issues. You understand that? And we that has to be working out, and because when we're doing this work, like this hard work, the last thing we need is, the hate. You know, that's the last thing we need is taking things up on us. Because we know we're not perfect, but we're righteous. And so, and the work is righteous. And the work is working. So, the results are righteous. So we see our successes. So, don't you make our work, our positive work, negative. Don't you start looking for imperfections in people that's not perfect. And so, when them type of things happen, that's what we're going to have to call on no other than the people. And that's why, our work is done on behalf of the people. That's why we got to always show up for the people. We don't always have to show up for City Hall. We don't always have to show up for politicians. We don't always have to show up for community leaders, but we always got to show up for the people. And so that's what, if we're doing anything, trust me, our work is to expand to affect the people. Such as our mentoring program that we're about to create, will be taking place in this building. We're looking to start it the beginning of next month. So if anybody listening, you have for young men and young women who you believe that's in need of some guidance, in need of some support, reach out to us, sign them up for our program. We're going to take it slowly. We're not trying to bite off more than we can chew, because we're not just trying to get a bunch of children somewhere. We're trying to get youth here that we can help. So we don't want so many youth that we don't have the resources to help. So we have some resources. We have enough resources. We know how many youth we can help. And so as our resources grow, we'll bring in more youth. But we're not going to bite off more than we can chew. We go to schools. We got youth at schools. And you have youth in Baltimore City who's great young men, great young women. They do what they've been asked to do. Go to school, do the right thing, excel in school, get out of school, stay out of the streets, avoid criminal activity, and many of our youth do. But they still need support. And we have CBOs that support those. Some of those youth live in great neighborhoods. And then you have some who live in bad neighborhoods that walk into the store, puts them in harm's way, puts them into criminal elements. So those youth is the youth that they call at risk. The youth that we always work with, that we spend night, because we work with those two youth that I just talked about. We work with both categories, but the youth that we spend 75% of our time with is the youth, not the ones that's doing right, not the ones that at risk, but the ones that's willing to risk everything. They're the ones we deal with. They're the ones a lot of people don't want to deal with. So they would love to graduate 100 youth who all graduated from school, all was doing the right thing, and just need just a little help, a little support they had. But it's important. It's important that they have the help. But the ones that's willing to risk everything, I've been hearing people saying like, "Hey man, it's only few CBOs that's willing to work with them," and I say, there only should be a few that's willing to work with them. Absolutely. I don't want no somebody who has a organization who has, and the leadership hasn't been through the fire. You can't deal with these youth. Yeah, because when you start messing with these youth, the fear element is going to come into place, and they can smell fear. And because of their circumstances and their conditions, man, they will pounce on you, man. So it's only a certain people that can work with them. However, what we really need is the resources, because it seems as though the resources don't come to them because people have given up on them. And we can't give up on them because we was once them. So we're going to continue that work with those kind of youth. They have our undying support, and we just need more resources to work with them. And we're going to continue to show that they're not incorrigible, that things can turn around for them, and we're going to help them.
And I think it's important that we say that we know this for sure because we were them, and we turned ourselves around along with helping other people. So we know what that looks like. We know what change look like. We know what help look like. We know what stress and kids and youth and stress situations need help. We know what that look like.
Right, exactly, right? So, at Fells Point, we deal with a lot of juveniles, right? And a lot of the juveniles are down there because the adult is not present. So, like, we've been down there, 13, 14 weeks now. So now it's like when we catch them doing stuff they're not supposed to do, like, what we do now? So they listen. So, like, what I would suggest is that when you ask the children what they're doing and why they're doing, believe their answer. Don't try to change their answer. Because unfortunately, last week, I gave an engagement to a young dude that was with his own boy. And I said, bro, how much you pay for that bottle? He said $65. To make a long story short, he said, oh, I see you down here all the time. You want something? I was like, no, but I don't even want you to drink. You know what I mean? Because, you know, they own y'all, and if I check my ID, you probably don't have one. So why would you just go somewhere else so they won't bother? He was like, oh, man, I feel you, man. I'm just going to do me. So mind you, at the time that we're asking the kids to leave, it was about 1:55. And 5 minutes after I talked to them, they put a gun off. So my whole point is these kids, it's like they just want the attention that they ain't getting from you. You understand what I'm saying? We give it to them because you got two types of children, the ones we raised and the ones that's out the street. So I like to think of it as like we get a second chance to be around the children because some of us didn't even have a chance to be fathers to our own kids. And that's what we really out here doing. And if you think about the dedication that AP talking about, if you got the peace team out there all summer, and every week at the 2:30. So we are dedicated because we're dedicated out here in society and letting our family know, look, we got to go out here and help out. You understand what I'm saying? So that's showing dedication that we there.
Yeah, consistency, and so that's what I've been seeing down there. Like the young people was, they fucking almost everything the first few weeks. They seen me wasn't going nowhere, so come week 4, week 5, week 6, man, y'all still here? We ain't giving up, man. Man, and so now week 7, week 8, week 9, now we become a part of them, so it's a different song when they see it's a different approach from them and from us. And so now we become familiar with them and they become familiar with us. They know that we're not there to send them to jail. We're not there to spoil the party.
Right.
And we're not the type of people who don't believe that they shouldn't be there. We believe that they should be there. We believe they have the right to be there. And so, we support that right. We support that right to be there. And just want them to enjoy themselves. But most importantly, respect themselves and respect us.